Welcome back to the battlefield. Today's episode, I need to spend a little time figuring out exactly what's going on. I think it's been almost 2 weeks since I've recorded this. But if I remember correctly, I was preparing for war with Iran. And I think these guys just got a disease. They haven't taken any attrition yet, but they obviously will take attrition over the course of the next few turns. Let's go ahead and start off here. What can we get? Replenishment rate? Sure, let's get you back out of that attrition as quick as possible. And extra ammunition and armor. That sounds fine. Down here, we still have this light army in position ready to go on Susa. The concern I have is over here, the Forgotten Warriors are in position to attack Seleucia, and the garrison here is reasonably good, but not that reasonably good. I would need my archers to get lots and lots of kills, and sometimes that can be difficult to do. So what I think I ought to do, and of course I have the first men up here just ready and raring. What I think I ought to do is start recruiting an army at Seleucia. I've got the money for it, and it's expensive, it's going to hurt my economy, but I think I just need to go for it because I need a decisive victory to quickly wipe out Iran. That's my goal. So let's start here. What kind of population do we have here? Really not a ton of my first and second class citizens. I'm wondering if it would be better to maybe start my recruitment from like my capital, or maybe even all the way back in Armasada. Just so that I can keep population on the front line ready to go. I'm waiting on this until we hit level 5 so we can upgrade the provincial capital first. I want to make Nicomedia a strong point because the RDA do not like me at all. And if I can just keep them from coming over here, that would be great. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and recruit the army at Tushpa. Alright, so who will command this mighty force? All of the men in our faction are currently in command, so I will have to hire someone, and that's unfortunate because it costs extra money. Wait a minute, who is this guy? No, really, who is that? Is it him? Bagarat? Oh, yeah, it totally is. Perfect. Well, we'll raise an army. Now, what would be good against the Iranians? What they have is a lot of spear units, a lot of cavalry, and many of their spear units are hybrid spear and bow units. So cavalry actually isn't particularly good at dealing with them. One of the best ways to get rid of them is just infantry. I think I'm just going to go for the upkeep here, though. Just keep my upkeep a little bit lower with this army. And I could pick up a bunch of Armenian pikemen. I could do it. I don't know why I'm talking like that. Who to hire? You know what, these Thoreo spears are pretty decent, and they come from my third class population, so I think it's reasonable to just pick up a ton of them right off the bat. Probably spend 2 turns recruiting here and then move down towards Seleucia. What I'm hoping to do is ride out this disease. Hopefully not take too much attrition from it and get back to full health before I actually declare war. The problem is they might declare war on me before that happens. I think I could maybe still hold my ground with the fortifications if they decide to declare war this turn. Yeah. Alright, spies, what are you up to? You're just keeping an eye on Egypt. That's not actually particularly useful at the moment. I think I need you to go spy on the RDA. I'm good for food, so no problems if I do this. Everyone else is deployed, and I should be able to end the turn. Yeah, I actually haven't been doing much recording at all over the last week or so. Which has been a bit of a weird week. But it kind of feels good to be back with Armenia. And of course, I guess for whoever's watching this, it's probably... I'm hoping to get this up probably within 2 days of playing it. Like uploaded and then processed on YouTube. So, yeah, hopefully it'll be ready to go 2 days from now. So I guess for you guys it wouldn't be that long. But for me it's been a while since I've done much in here. Alright, desertion because of disease. Scythian migration. I should have paid more attention to what that said. Okay, the Scythians reached a new reform. I don't think that will affect me. I kind of would rather not spend money on buildings right now, just because I'm trying to amass an army. Oh, look at this. This is interesting. Okay, so they're rotating forces up north, so maybe this is actually better than them attacking Seleucia. I will need some cavalry. I think the armored horse archers would be the best option, because they do well enough in melee, but also provide a lot of potential damage with their arrows. What's the difference between these two? Slightly higher base morale. Both come from the same population. Alright, so I'll probably recruit some archers, but first... what do I want first? First, I actually want to make sure this army is close enough to be reinforced by the garrison at Tushpa. Yeah, we'll pick up a couple of horse archers. And then some swordsmen. Just for the heck of it. Oh, I could get some of these axemen, or these Armenian Highlanders. What's the difference between these two? Way higher melee attack. I feel like I've probably compared these two before. So I probably do prefer the Georgian swords over the Armenian Highlanders. But anyway, we'll leave the army recruitment as is for now. Do have some mercenaries available. Okay. Do you guys want to be friends? Yes, they want to be friends. How bad do they want to be friends? Perfect. Trade agreement with them secures my southern border a little bit more. Any security I can get is a good thing. I can't really do much to make my northern border better without just throwing money at these other factions, and I can't really afford to do that right now. Need to check my taxes as well. Okay, so my taxes are still level. Public order across the board looks good. Can I tax Palmyra? Not yet. That's okay. You don't really need to tax them yet. If I were to raise the taxes, would that change anything here? No, okay, I'll leave the taxes raised for this turn, and then I also actually need to go back through and check the political family real quick. You. Public order is where we're going with you. Although empire maintenance is great as well. Definitely still need some public order help in this province, so that building finishing is not going to be a good thing. I would love it if this army would go away, and my spy needs to move. Give the family a quick check, make sure loyalty is still good. These guys, it could be better, but mostly because of taxes that it's low right now, so next turn it'll be a little bit better. We might not actually get into the war with Iran in this episode. Just because I don't want my army that has the disease to be fighting at half strength. Diseases really, really wreck your armies in DEI. How many more turns of disease do we have? Oh good, it looks like it's already over. Alright, so these guys don't seem to quite know what to do. I would rather fight 2-on-2 against these armies when that time comes, but obviously I'm still in the middle of recruiting. This army has just a huge amount of infantry. Maybe I need to get some extra archers here so I can start to balance out these other armies. And I got the wrong archers earlier too. That's a little embarrassing. I said I would recruit these guys and then I didn't. Let's see. 8 units of archers makes for 4 and 4. I can probably swap out some of these heavy spears for 4 units of archers. And then this army needs some cavalry. I don't know, this army might end up being my siege army, I'm not really sure yet. Okay, Bithynia finally has hit the next tier, so we can start getting this going. Now, does this actually give me an increased garrison? Yes, it does. Okay, we don't have any public order problems from slaves anymore because we've been selling slaves for so many turns. So I'm going to go ahead and convert these edicts back to just regular tax harvesting. I could have, of course, done like a recruitment thing up here, but I usually don't think it's that important. I'm actually going to get this army moving down this direction before they recruit. I'm going to go ahead and bring this army back to be close enough to get reinforced. Keep them in the fortified stance so they can get the extra replenishment. I should check how long it'll take. 1 turn? Is that 1 turn across the board? Okay, good. So we'll be back in top form in no time. far enough out of our own area that we won't be raiding ourselves when we enter the raiding stance. But that'll help out with some money, because now I need to drop my taxes. Alright, I think that's it for this turn. Actually, let me check this guy real quick and see if there's any goodies I can give him. Not really anything particularly good, but slight bonuses can still help. Alright, next turn, let's go. Not let's go, let's check out the governor who needs to level up. Public order and research rate versus empire maintenance. And wealth from culture, basically. I think I would rather go with this. Wealth from all sources and empire maintenance reduction. Now, will this act be enough to provoke the Iranians into an attack? Also, I have absolutely no remembrance of how long ago I ended my trade agreements and things with them, so I don't know how soon I can declare war without diplomatic penalties. I'm pretty sure it's been at least 5 turns, right?
I humbly ask that you at least consider a formal treaty.
No, I don't really care for that right now, Rhodes. I like subjugation, but I think this one is better because it spreads my culture to other provinces. And where I'm about to do some expanding, I think that might be a good idea. Alright, these guys should be back up to full strength. We will go ahead and do the switcheroo. I don't know why on earth I say things the way I do sometimes, but it is what it is. Yeah, I'll do the heavy spears here. I could swap some cavalry, but whatever. Alright, so these guys are very, very heavily focused on field battles. This army has virtually no cavalry, but a huge amount of spears. I think it makes sense to pick up a unit of shock cav. So I did the thing. Since these guys were in the fortified stance, they have no movement range, so when I moved units with no movement range into this army, it removed this army's ability to move, so I can't go back and pick up those other units now. I could just get regular Armenian cavalry, but I don't even think that's worth having. I'd rather not get mercenaries because mercenaries are useful, but not that useful. What I could do is cheat a little bit. Yeah, let's do this. Alright, let's see. Need to send 1 unit out of this army, send this army back, and then they can pick up another one. Kind of cheating. Kind of not. Okay, I actually have too much public order in this province at the moment. It's a weird thing to say, but I guess it won't be too much soon. Like, once we get some more growth into the tier 3 buildings, we'll definitely need the extra public order then. I think here I may as well build a temple. Still have decent income and a decent treasury. And I feel like DEI removes the thing that tells you you still have this many turns before you can declare war. So I still don't want to declare war just yet because I'm still recruiting. I could maybe move these guys up and have them do some raiding. Of course, they're taking attrition if they do that, so let's just not do that. Go ahead and hang out here for a while. Why would they be taking attrition? Probably because it's a super hot summer. Alright, I'm thinking next turn is the turn. The one where we declare war. Let's go ahead and go with that same bonus on this guy, even though that was probably the wrong choice given the province he is in. Nothing else needs to happen here. Oh, of course, there's another one with extra points. You are a governor. You know what? That's actually really good. For a general to be able to have that? Yeah, let's go with that. Alright, now we can end the turn. Okay, got a farm up and running here. Nothing else terribly important to look at. Now, before I initiate this war, let's go get some intel by sending our armies forward. I could move my spy, but I don't want to do that just yet. Let's just wander down here and see what we see. Alright, so there's one army, here's another. They had a third, and now I can't even remember if they had 4 or if it was just 3. But we can see 2 armies right now. I could definitely take this city. It would probably be smart to just liberate this one. I want to find where their other army went, so I might need to send the spy in. Let's send these guys up here, see if they can find it. Not quite. I don't want to go any further with this army just yet. Okay, but we can definitely 2v1 this guy. They won't be able to sneak an army through here and attack me behind my lines. They might be able to send an army out this way. So maybe that's where I need to send my spies, over here. I did not discover their third army. I'm hopeful that they're sending it down this direction. But enough talk. Let's fight. Actually, I want to get the research and stuff out of the way first. 10% ammunition for all missile units is really, really tempting. Extra movement range would be nice as well. Ooh, there's a lot of tempting technology for me at the moment. think I'll go ahead and get that for now, just because it's useful. It'll tidy up the public order a little bit. I think I should probably do this next, and then this, so I can start upgrading my settlement main buildings. I'm actually mildly concerned that I don't know where the other army went. But let's get into it. And hopefully I don't drop from steadfast. Good, I didn't.
We will blacken the sky with none will escape.
Alrighty, now what do they have? 2 lancers, 4 archers, and a ton of spears. My slingers can probably beat their archers, my cav can obviously beat theirs. I don't think there's too much point in reading into this one, let's just go fight it. But as always, the fewer casualties I take, the sooner this army will be ready to fight another battle. And the less downtime my armies have, the better. It's not a great starting position for me because I have to charge forward to gain level ground.
Missile infantry ready! Spears ready! Orders, my lord! Spearmen ready for orders!
Go ahead and do kind of the standard layout here. And I think I'll go sword heavy on the right side. Yeah, I think like this is how I want to be set up. I should probably take these guys, or put them on guard mode. Alright, first step, get up out of the low ground. As soon as we crest this hill, we should be able to see the enemy army, and whether they are pressuring us or whether they are being passive. Let's go ahead and just speed this up a little bit. Okay, it looks like they're being a little bit passive, which is definitely good for me. Yeah, they're just reforming. Oh, do they have shield wall? Okay, that makes these spearmen a lot more dangerous than I was anticipating. Six phalanx units. Alright. I think the goal is going to be pretty much the same as always. Don't engage these guys until the rest of the army is dead and I can surround them. Okay, let's move up to here a little bit. We still don't really have the high ground. Do you know what? Let's try and shift this way instead. They're in range, so maybe moving right now isn't the best idea, but I'm going to do it anyway. Horse archers are starting to open fire. That's definitely a fight they can take. Okay, as soon as these slingers quit moving. As soon as these slingers quit moving, we can. Oh, what are they doing? Do you know what? I just need to pull my slingers back because their cav is getting real close here. Try and get a little bit of a counter charge there. Wrap around the flank as best we can. Okay, and don't fire at will anymore. Slingers, hit slingers wherever possible. Spearmen, move forward. You guys especially go help with that general.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Okay, I'm gonna need to get my guys out of here really, really soon, so I hope we can win this fight. Oh, and I've been throwing javelins into this the whole time. That's really, really bad, actually. Okay, you guys go help with this. General, don't go chasing that. Or that's not my general, but don't go chasing that. Okay. All of you pull out, and we'll send in the swords. I gotta make sure they're hitting the right units here, though. Okay, we'll give them a little charge here just to stop them from moving. Keep one unit out of it, though, because obviously they are spears, and we don't want to be fighting spears with cavalry if we can avoid it. Okay, how are things looking over here? Alright, good. Broke that unit. Now we can pull back. Again, just ignore the phalanx units as much as possible. Okay, slingers, keep hitting these guys. Okay, you guys go ahead and hold them in place. Start the cavalry moving around the flank like I should have done ages ago. You guys, throw your javelins into the back of this unit. Okay, slingers have finished off one unit. Time to start getting some surround action going on. You guys go ahead and charge over... actually stay out of it for now since they're about ready to break. You guys just back off since that's who our slingers are hitting. I could probably let them back off as well. Okay, let these swords pull back, get a charge over here. Slingers hit those guys. Okay, this unit's not really doing anything for me right now. Okay, you three pull back. I don't even know if I got a charge over here. I wasn't paying enough attention, as is pretty typical for me. These guys should get out of this engagement soon, because obviously it's head-on with phalanx unit, which is less than ideal. Alright, slingers and horse archers have gotten rid of one unit. Go ahead and cease fire. Actually, don't cease fire. Hit these guys while they're out in the open. Send a couple of units of spears over to start dealing with that unit as well. Okay, cavalry is in position, ready to go. Gotta get my general over here and do some war cries. Okay, these guys are doing okay. Let's go ahead and send a unit in to help out on that flank. Actually, if we can get this unit to come over here, that would be great, because then we can keep an opening available for our cavalry to charge in. Not really making good use of my cavalry. It's good that that unit just broke, because it means my guys can turn around and engage. Okay, slingers, go ahead and cease fire. You guys, go ahead and cease fire. Infantry, go get it. Gonna need some cavalry help over here, so let's bring the general to get some war cries. Looks like we're just about finished. It's a bit annoying that these guys just ran straight through my unit, but, you know, that's kind of how the game goes sometimes. Anyway, pretty simple battle. One of my sword units got a little beat up, but we're in good shape otherwise. Did a lot more friendly fire than I would have liked to. But I kept their archers from accomplishing much, so that was good. This is quite the load screen. It's almost as bad as the Warhammer 2 load screens I get. Alright, up here I don't really like any of those buildings, but I don't know that looting is the best option. We'll go ahead and loot, what the heck. Gotta just dismantle everything because I can't build tier 3 buildings yet. Supposedly we will be getting some replenishment this turn, which is awesome. Continue to upgrade the cavalry. And where is the other army? Found him. Alright, well, we're not going to take that fight, that's for sure. Not right next to their city, at least. Alright, so that's good. They brought an army down here, and I have an army down here to kind of zone them out. I think they shouldn't be able to quite reach this city. I'm going to go ahead and have these guys fall back to the city, though, just in case. And then the beginning of next episode, we will have probably 2 pretty major battles. These guys, I'm sure, will run away, and then we'll chase them down. Might end up in a 1v1. And then this one is just going to be a beast, because it's a lot of troops to cut through. But I hope you guys are enjoying. I hope you're looking forward to the war with Iran. And I still don't even know if this is Iran, like the country, but some of their units are like Iranian spearmen or whatever, so... Anyway, these guys, I hope you guys are enjoying, and we'll see you in the next one.